anybody wants to admit it or not, I kind of caused all this inadvertently by trying to protect these two from each other. And that kind of made things worse, to be honest. So we'll watch this. I'm going to watch neutrally, and let's just see how it goes. I am very curious. So he's called Goodbye St. Tontas. Already dislike bombed. I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty bad dislike ratio, to be completely honest, for it just being released. Like, Jesus. And the comments aren't looking too good. But I want to be very fair, and I will react to this neutrally. Let's see.
No script for this video or whatever.
We are neutral here. We are neutral here, guys. We are neutral. We are neutral. We are neutral.
This is just purely from what I've been observing, I guess, for the past 48 hours, technically 72 if you include Saturday, as well as the past 4 months. The title of this video is called Goodbye St. Tontas. So in case I didn't make it clear to the guy, I just don't want to engage with you. Because technically, it's sort of my fault, right? I never actually publicly made a video on my main channel saying, yo, I just don't want to engage with you. So maybe bro keeps thinking, by his 100 Mr. Pokey video special bonus, I will finally give him. It's like he thinks he's building pity, right? Every single Mr. Pokey video he's doing, he's building pity. Maybe by the 100th video, I'll finally react to him. So I need to let him know.
I'm not gonna lie, that's low-key funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that's low-key funny as fuck, bro. Okay, started off with a banger. All right, okay, keep going.
No, there's no pity, right? The person we're going to be talking about today is Tontas. To unravel this incident, what do you do if a dog keeps barking at you? Do you tell the dog to stop barking? Do you go away from the dog? Or do you bark back at the dog? The answer is, none of them would really work until you and the dog are in like two completely different rooms. You can try to move back.
You gotta do what Tectone does. You gotta shoot the fucking dog. Yeah, you gotta shoot it bald.
He's gonna come after you. You can try to...
Wait, I'm confused. Why is he talking about dogs? Wait, hold up. What is it? Why is he talking about dogs? Why is he talking about dogs in a gacha game? I don't get it. Why is he comparing dogs? Where I thought we were talking about St. Tontas. I don't get it, man. So now we get analogies, huh?
Bark back at the dog, you're like, woo, and back at the dog, right? He's still gonna bark back even louder, right? And if you don't engage, he's just gonna keep going. That is the situation that I've been sort of dealing with the past 4 months. So if I can just kindly bring our attention to this guy over here, right? I searched up my name over here. If you didn't tell me this guy's channel was St. Tontas, I would genuinely think this was like a fan channel. And he has made a lot of videos. And
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And then he low-key roasted the fuck out of him right now, bro. He low-key roasted the fuck out of him. Let's keep going.
And all these things came... Alright, I know the reason why bro is doing this, right? All these things came because I made this one video. Hoyo deserves our apology.
Now, let's be real. Let's be real. There was more than that. Because this video was made by a sub-goal, and he was constantly chirping on him, right? And here's the reality. Let's speak neutrally. If you punch first, and Mr. Pokey is admitting he punched first, you cannot complain about how hard you get punched back. Can we all agree? Because Mr. Pokey punched first, unprovoked, and St. Tontas was like, okay, gobble gobble no, get to the gunner! 50,000 videos, right? So to be fair, he did start it. Let's keep going.
This is the video that started everything, by the way. Because St. Tontas, 4 months ago, I don't even know if you can deny that he's like a cruel bot. I think after 4 months, he has been a little bit more aware, right? When people start talking to him, you know, Tectone everybody, you know, hey, like, you know, you need to take a look, right? But I think 4 months ago,
I saved him.
When I made this video, it was very, very justified. I basically took a funny little jab at Mr. St. Tontas for his...
So you gotta understand, right? And I think Mr. Pokey struggles with this. It may have been funny to Mr. Pokey and his community, but it wasn't funny to make what a lot of people consider to be a character assassination piece on Saint Tontas, right? Because this, when he was already struggling, being labeled as a Kurobot, he legit made an entire video essentially calling him a Kurobot and shitting on his name, right? And Saint Tontas may have been a good sport, but it didn't sit right with him, right? Just to be completely fair. Yeah. And to the same degree that Saint Tontas may have felt some type of way of Mr. Pokey feeding into the Kurobot bad mouthing, I think Mr. Pokey wasn't appreciating Saint Tontas feeding into the greedy and stupid hypocrite dogpiling. And I think that's why I often consider Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas so similar, because they kind of are two sides of the same coin in a lot of regards.
This video over here, right? So bro was basically...
And feel free whenever you think I'm off the mark here. I'm trying to keep everything very fair here.
What?
And yeah, I do think because they're so similar, that's why they hate each other.
I don't really know if you want to say it's glazing or like shilling or like whatever. Just really going in at it. And I just thought that his entire script, it would be pretty funny if I were to just do it word for word, bar for bar for...
Sure, and it was funny to you, but you got to understand that you got to kind of build a rapport before you shit on somebody like that. Like, for example, I want to quote the Wuthering Waves tournament where I was shitting on Saint Tontas so hard. And I'm able to shit on Saint Tontas that hard because I love the guy, because I have that rapport. However, other content creators were also joining in on the jokes, but they don't have that rapport with Saint Tontas, which is why it's fair for him to take offense to that, right? Because it's like, who the fuck are you, bro? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, me and Techie are like that. Me and you ain't like that. You got to understand, if Saint Tontas didn't fuck with you like that, it may have made him feel some type of way. Hopefully that makes sense.
Polio deserves our part.
That's too hard for these to understand with these CCs. Yeah, in a field paraded by parasocialism, they got to understand there's levels of this shit, and you got to build up that rapport before you go in on somebody like that.
Just to sort of see, you know, how much of a bot or shill behavior this guy is. This was 4 months ago, right? And then ever since this video, yeah, we had, I think, 1 or 2 encounters here and there. We go into a call.
But keep in mind, you also got to mention that, like, this was a sub goal, right? Making that video to shit on Saint Tontas, making a stream dedicated to shitting on Saint Tontas, it was a sub goal, which can also rub people the wrong type of way, because then it's like, well, then you're just doing this shit for money. Like, you're able to be paid and bought to shit on someone's career. Like, that can make people feel not good. Hope that makes sense.
We talked it out a little bit.
It's kind of weird to make that a sub goal, but let's keep going here.
And then I think my final interaction on a face-to-face calls with Saint Tontas was regarding the whole power creep thing with Honkai Star Rail, right?
Yep.
And
gotcha.
It's literally on his main channel as well, right? This was the call. We finally talked.
Yep.
Absolutely embarrassing. I don't really get what was his situation, but apparently to him, you know, he looked like he absolutely owned me, right? Look at it. This is his own thumbnail, by the way. Right? He was so happy. Oh my god, I destroyed Mr. Pokey in a debate.
To be fair, Mr. Pokey looks kind of good in this thumbnail. Whenever somebody makes a video like that on me, they make me look ugly as shit. Though then again, it ain't really that hard to make me look ugly, to be completely honest. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Regarding power creep, right? This is very only. I didn't make this thumbnail for him, right? At that point, when I finished talking with Saint Tontas over here, right? That was when I told myself, okay, this guy is like those kind of like crazy uncles that, okay, not sure how is it like in your countries from where you're watching this video, but in Singapore, right, there are these like legit like the Lulu uncles. They'll just...
Why is he talking about uncles? Wait, I don't get it. Why are we comparing Saint Tontas to uncles? Why are we... I thought we were talking about Saint Tontas. Wait, what is uncle... Oh, it's an analogy. So now we get analogies. Let's keep going here.
Walk around the malls or like sit in the coffee shop and then just like stare at it like randomly, and especially like a very, very unpopular space. They'll be like, hey, 小弟, go来, and they will legit just call you out. And at that point was when I realized, right, he can't be reasoned with. He can't be told to, you know, I don't want to interact. And he's just gonna keep at it for, I guess forever, right? I think at this point we have one.
He's 100% right. Unless Saint Tontas, and I mean this genuinely, unless I'll be 100% real, Saint Tontas will never fucking stop. Because Saint Tontas feels slighted. He feels betrayed. He feels bothered. And unless he gets an adequate apology and Mr. Pokey shows remorse to Saint Tontas, and he means it, it's never going to stop. Absolutely not. Because Saint Tontas is another one of those people when it's like, when he feels wronged, he's like, target acquired. You know what I mean? Yeah, unless Saint Tontas gets a sub goal.
One video about me literally every single month. I know for a fact he's definitely going to make a video about this, right? I wouldn't be too surprised. Maybe even 3, 4, 5 different videos.
I love Mr. Pokey. Oh, I'm not going to lie. He's so funny. Pokey said he won't apologize.
Video after video after video after video, and then like, since I'm never gonna respond, he's just gonna keep farming and farming and farming and farming, right? Which, like I mentioned, do whatever he wants. It's a free market, right? Whatever gets his channel views, he wanna do it, sure, all right, I'm happy for him. But at some point in time, I gotta say like, okay, are you good? No, you're not good, and like just stay the fuck away from me, essentially, right? My first time out is bad. Holy Luna.
Luna looks really hot, to be fair. Let's keep going. He's honestly handling this pretty well. Neutrally speaking, Mr. Pokey is handling this pretty well so far. But I am wondering why he won't apologize. I am wondering why he won't do that. Maybe he does. Let me watch the whole video.
I don't know. Whatever gets the bag for him, right, is very, very good. But yeah, I realized that I guess it's sort of my fault that I just never ever talked about it publicly. That, you know, I just don't want anything to do with this guy. And I don't know if it's him or like his viewers, they mistook my lack of engagement as a silently accepting defeat. Or like, ooh, he's not saying anything back. Ooh, you're spreading misinformation about the fucking Kuro anniversary. Ooh, you're wrong. That's why you have nothing better to say. Oh, this guy's a new asshole and everything, right? This thing is just genuinely not worth my time. For the past 4 months, I've been living very, very happily, right? I've been chilling, I've been doing my own things. It's a...
I'm not gonna lie, that's so base to say though, like real talk. So, yeah, I've been living my life. I've been lifting weights, and there he goes. I mean, it is kind of crazy, right? Like, once again, I have respect for both of these people. I do. But I do think this could have been resolved by a very simple, conversation face to face. I really do. I think it could have been solved face to face. But I think Mr. Pokey's ego is very large. I do, and I don't think he wants to admit that he actually wronged him pretty hard. And yeah, I think also Saint Tontas in a way is like, I don't really fault him because it's like, you got to understand. So I understand Saint Tontas' perspective because like, when I get fucked over, I'm gonna shit on you forever, right? But I can understand that it can come off as like obsessive, but it's also like when someone does feel deeply hurt and wronged and they're not getting that justice, it's very difficult to move on, you know, especially when they're so frequent, right? Like everything, like I feel like I got fucked over by Zajeff incredibly hard, right? Like that dude fucked me over so hard, like 8 times back in like what, 2022, 2023. And then he did it again in 2025. Now that guy can suck my dick. And I'm going to shit on that dude for fucking forever, straight up forever. So it's hard to say. It really depends on your perspective. I don't think I'm the right guy to weigh in on that. Let me ask the chat. Do you guys think Saint Tontas is justified in how he acts? Or do you think it is a little bit deranged? I am curious what the chat thinks. Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm seeing a lot more justified than unjustified, but I would probably say 85-15. So it really depends on your perspective. I want to keep going here.
Pretty good time for me to come here and say, hey, this is it. Goodbye, Saint Tontas. If he does want to continue making videos about me, right, it just shows me one thing. It's like how when a dog needs a treat, right? You need me to throw you a bone here and there. Doesn't really matter what I say, what I do, or whatever. Right? You're always gonna need this external attention or validations for your channel. I know you're gonna be making a video about this. You're probably...
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Does Mr. Pokey understand how condescending he's being right now? Do you think he gets it? Because holy fuck, I've never, like, dude, this is crazy. This is going to fuel Saint's anger for years. And what's crazy is him saying this is making Saint more justified to be this angry. He's calling him a dog over and over and over again. And here's the thing. That's not a good thing for Mr. Pokey, because every single time Saint Totas makes a video, it's going to be a 1 of 10 video that's going to make Saint Totas look better and Mr. Pokey look worse. I don't think this is the right play, bro. You can't go at someone this hard and say, I'll never engage, right? Because then it's like, because it does make Mr. Pokey seem afraid to actually be on a call when he's willing to talk all this shit when it's not to his face. The same guy who came at Shinya and said, say it to my fucking face, won't do that to Saint Totas, right? So it's like, you got to understand how that looks, right? That's why I think this is dangerous. I think this is very dangerous.
Watching this right now with your chat, and then this is the part where chat is like question mark, did he just call your dog? Did he just call your dog? Woo. Then prove me wrong then. Like, if it is not the case and you don't need me for a channel, because I mean your channel has a lot of different videos, right? Like aside from the numerous videos you've made about me, okay, never mind.
Wait, bro, this is so bad. What the fuck? Wait, bro. This ain't gonna be one video. This is gonna be like 18 videos. Oh, dude. Holy shit. I think this was a misplay. I think this video was a misplay. Maybe it comes back.
Yeah, look about it. Yeah, I don't really know what this channel is about anymore. It's up to you, right? It's up to you. But at the end of the day, you're basically...
And I will say, Mr. Pokey does not need, or Saint Totas does not need Mr. Pokey for his channel. Saint Totas' channel is doing fucking amazingly. I want to pull up some stats here. Because trying to paint the narrative that Saint Totas is doing this out of preservation for his channel, I don't think it's a good play. Because that's just not the truth. Pokey's living rent-free and it's crazy. Well, it's not crazy because Mr. Pokey is paying that rent with Saint Totas' ad revenue, right? So it's not rent-free. Like, Saint Totas is making so much money off Mr. Pokey, it's insane. Like, let me actually check. Okay, I gotta do math. 42, 89, 267. 291. He's made at least $5,000 to $6,000 by just shitting on Mr. Pokey. Like straight up. That's not rent free. That he's getting fuck tons of money off this. Yeah, and Saint Totas' channel like fucking slams, you know what I'm saying? Like 85K, 44K, 58K, 50K, 35K, 34K, 39K, 70K. You know, like Saint Totas is honestly fucking killing it. So I don't think this, I think the problem is if people look into these claims that Mr. Pokey's making, I think it's going to make him look worse. I don't know. I'm curious to see the comments in this video within 24 hours.
Almost like begging me to give you this treat.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think this video is going to get deleted. Hold up. Saint is going in.
Imagine Maggie was the one instigating everything. I mean, we'll just have to see. It's almost like a web of connection, right? Maggie's shit talked me behind the scenes. She has a connection to Genazon, and then Genazon has a connection to Pokey, and then all three of them hate me.
I want to see Saint Totas bring out the whiteboard and connect the dots. Why is Saint Totas shitting on Jenna? Because I think in Saint's mind, from Saint's perspective, I think Jenna's made some jokes at Saint's expense that he doesn't appreciate. And Saint doesn't fuck with him like that, so Saint feels some type of way about it. That's between them, though. That's between them. It's not my business. Until it's a video, and then it's my business. And then I'm down to react neutrally.
And give you more engagement and give you more views for this kind of content. And yeah, this is it. Consider this video as your final treat. For every single time after this, whatever I say or whatever I do, and then you're gonna be making a video response, analyzing my tweet for 4 hours, watching my stream for 4 hours, whatever you do, right? It just screams to me that, you know, oh my god, this guy's the worst person ever. I need everyone to go to fucking know that Mr. Pokey is the new Asu, he's the fucking Kid is the shield. I hope that...
You know what's crazy, though? And here's the other thing. Saint Totas like videos on Mr. Pokey are low key fucking obliterating Mr. Pokey's PR. Like, neutrally speaking, it's working. I have never seen more people dislike Pokey ever than when St. Totas started going in. And that's why I tried so hard to protect Mr. Pokey from him, because I knew that St. Totas could do that. And I wanted to help Mr. Pokey out. And I also wanted to make sure St. Totas was good by not getting him involved, because now there's a lot of people who are, you know, not liking St. Totas. But, I mean, his channel's doing better than it's ever fucking done. Because the thing about St. Totas is he's not dumb, guys. He's not dumb. He actually gets it. He's a very smart guy. And when he feels slighted, he goes all in, like forever. So let's keep going here. And that's the thing about Mr. Pokey is that I think the problem is that we all remember Mr. Pokey. He had this really nice, warm, welcoming, inviting personality, very humble. And then something happened ever since he got back from the war to where things are like kind of a mess right now. And I think it's created a dystopian version of what we had in the past versus what we have now, right? So it's just like, it's like a recipe for war. Let's keep going here.
That works out well for you. And this sort of brings me to why I even wanted to make this video in the first place. Mr. Pokey is ruining his career 13 hours ago. I've watched the whole thing. Essentially, bro.
I will say, when Mr. Pokey said he will never engage with St. Totas, but then you can see from his history, he's watched every St. Totas video. It's low-key kind of funny. It's low-key kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I will say, a lot of content creators always give me the advice of do not engage. There are some people where that strat does not work on them. It doesn't. It doesn't. And I think when there's when there's a small channel, you can kind of not engage and it doesn't matter. But for a channel of that size, I will be real, I think you legit have to engage. And you have to figure it out. What's up? He watched one? Oh, I can't see the rest of the history. I can't see the rest of the history. I can only just assume like this one right here. It's like watched in full. But yeah, I can only see this one.
Bro is saying, why are we trying to push out this misinformation, right? Why are we promoting misinformation, you know, deceiving the player base from Crowbots, you know, from Clovers, because, you know, the leakers is
really good impression, to be fair. Really, honestly, 10 out of 10 St. Todas impression.
It's a pre-planned footage of the banners. You know, it has nothing to do, right? The devs are very, very generous to give us 30 pools. So why is he, you know, pushing out misinformation and everything, right? I know.
I also want to say, Mr. Pokey is also doing a great job content creation-wise. Like, a great job. And that should be acknowledged. He is. He's doing a fantastic job. He's breaching into variety. I think he actually is killing it channel-wise.
Anything I say and do, he's gonna bite. Right? So I might as well just give you this giant ass treat for you to, I don't know, this will probably fund your next 3 streams. Enjoy, right? Enjoy. The original video that I posted, it was all planned question mark. I deleted it. You know why? I don't give a damn about the views, right? And the video itself, if anyone had 2 brain cells and read or watched the video, it's not me peddling out misinformation. It was literally me in real time. I saw the announcement of 30 pools, and I was like, oh my god, devs listened. I was like so happy that we're getting 30 pools, and it was great. I even retweeted it on my Twitter right here, right? I even go on and say, devs listened. I'm the devs listen guy. I was super, super happy. Because
why'd you delete the video then?
Holy shit, you know, it happened, right? And it happened again and again that we get 30 pools W. And then I saw that C and they were like hella fucking pissed. So what did I do? Did I start saying, oh my god, guys, it's a plan. You know, it was all, you know, don't listen, this is all fuck Clovers, you know, fuck devs. What I did was,
I'm hoping it's answered why he deleted it.
Literally, like how I did it with the original CN video that I did for the Warring Waves, right? Over here. I translated their comments. Yeah, I basically translated because that was my first time looking at the screenshots, looking at the leakers, right? Looking at the sentiments around the CN comment.
I think the thing is that if you're gonna say that you were just reading the comments, you have to say how you feel about those comments, right? Because like, for example, like if I were to just to go live and read Mr. Pokey hate comments all day, obviously that would make him feel some type of way, right? Just like if people were to go live and read all the comments of CN freaking out, if you don't talk about it, then, you know, it can make people feel some type of way.
So I translated it. I said, oh, wait, guys. Wait, it could be pre-planned, guys.
Yeah, I think this was a misplay.
It could be pre-planned, all right? And then towards the end, before Warring Waves made the announcement.
He did? Well, the thing is, right, is that I don't have access to that information anymore because the video was deleted, right? So, like, that's the problem, right? Like, that's not my issue that the video is deleted, so I can't fact check that because the only way I could have is now gone.
Right, before the main announcement, people in chat were saying, like, it was a stock footage in the beta back then. And I even, multiple times, by the way, I asked my chat, wait, so it's actually not? Wait, so it's actually part of this beta? And I asked my chat multiple times, and I even had an emergency upload that I told my editor specifically, emergency, add this in, right?
We'll watch Saint's VOD, or we'll watch Saint's video to watch that video that was deleted to see how Mr. Pokey was handling it. Because if it really was that neutral of a video and he thinks people freaked out of it, I always say the 50% dislike ratio is pretty fucking insane. Like, you got to do something nuts to get 50% dislike. Like 20, 25%, 30, doesn't matter. 50 is crazy. Like 50 is crazy.
Right. There is a
He misinterpreted the beta screenshots and his conclusion. I saw the video in his live reaction, TBH. So Mr. Pokey was in fact Mr. Pokey was not, in fact, 100% certain much of his reading with CN comments. Saint didn't get to watch the whole video. I don't want to take chat as the truth. I want to go confirm it myself, so I'll do that after this video.
There's a reason, this could be happening right here. It is not, CM bros, they might be wrong, but nobody knows back then, right? Because there was no announcement anyways. And then after that video was made, I went back to playing Epic 7. And in the middle of my gameplay, in the middle of my stream, people started coming into my chat, like, oh my god, Mr. Boga, your video is getting ratioed, your video is getting cooked, they posted out, they blah, 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 blah. Warring Waves official posted out a tweet. So what did I do? Because even if they did or did not post that tweet, nothing in the video changes. Did it magically delete all of the comments from the CN community? Did it magically make this tweet, disappear? Did it magically make my feelings invalidated? No. Those were in real time. The progression of what happened when I first saw it, when I saw CN's
the red, white, red, black is so insane.
Comments, and towards the end, before the official statement came out, I'm like, oh, okay, there's a chance that this could be happening. And then, like, within, I think, 1 hour or like 1.5, they made the official announcement. Okay, guys, this is a leaked footage, right? This is not real, blah, blah. I could have just left it up. It's not as if I fucking see the future. I said, oh my god, they're gonna post this tweet and they're gonna come out and say, hey, this is wrong. I can't see the future, right? So everything that I said over there, I could have just left a little comment pinned. I pinned the comment. By the way, Warring Wave responded. Slap in the top comment. People go ahead and take a look. I deleted it literally because I know it's pointless. But alas, the dog has.
Wait, but if it changes nothing, the tweet, then why was it? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make sense to y'all? So I think that's important to know that nobody here believes that. That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense to me. But it is what it is. That makes no sense. Let's keep going here.
Sniffed the blood, right? The dog literally sniffed the blood. Even after I deleted the video, Tone Test was still reacting to my deleted video. I think at that point of view,
Saint's mad. Oh,
just don't want anything to do with this guy. And I don't know if it's him or like his viewers, they mistook my lack of engagement.
You're scared. You literally can't form coherent thoughts to talk about this matter, even though you've been prepping for 4 months for it. You literally can't take the words forming in your head and actually speak them, even though you've had 4 months to prepare. How are there this many pauses in the train of thought? It's because the train has already fucking crashed at the station.
He's so mad. He's so mad, bro. Mr. Pokey doesn't realize that Saint is about to go phase 2. Brother, If this video were made on me, I would go nuclear, bro. The amount of provocative statements in this video are insane. He just calls him a stupid dog over and over and over again. This isn't a I'm like for real. This isn't the I'm bigger than this. I'm walking away. This is like the I'm gonna throw pot shots, but I'm never gonna say that shit to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a bad look, bro. It's actually such a bad look.
Video had what? 2,000 views? Oh shit, guys. Wait, did I just destroy?
This is the thumbnail of the deleted vid? Yeah. Yeah, kinda stinky. Kinda stinky, bro. Kinda stinky.
Kuro Games' entire company by showing the sentiments of the CN community to 2,000 people? Oh man. Yeah, I sort of ruined Kuro Games, you know? Shit, my bad, you know?
Well, it's because that video only got 2,000 views because that's when you deleted it once you realized that you got ratioed by your community, right? And the video could have gotten more views if you left it up, right? So it's kind of like the intention of what that could have done. So hopefully that makes sense.
It is what it is, right? If Hongai Star Rail did the exact same thing, and let's just say CN had the exact same outrage with the leaked photos and everything.
Is Asmund a coward for not wanting to engage with Hassan? Well, the difference is that Asmongold didn't make an 18-minute video calling Hassan a piece of shit over and 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 over again, and then saying, I will never engage, you're a piece of shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? Like, that's the difference, right? Like, every now and then you'll, like, see, like, a clip where there's, like, a viral, like, Hassan clip, and he'll, like, give his take, but Asmongold never has made a dedicated fuck Hassan. That's why it's very different. Hope that makes sense.
Everything and all that kind of stuff. And if he was live, do you genuinely think that he's not gonna farm the ever-living fuck out of that shit? The only reason why bro is this obsessed with me, right? There are only two reasons, right? There are only two reasons. Reason one, he enjoys doing this. He just likes it. He makes it his life's goal to do this because he actually gains enjoyment from this. In which this is the case, he needs therapy. Reason two, he's doing it for money. You can just count the views, like 42k, 38k, that's 80k views.
I think he just feels wronged by you shitting on him, and he feels like you just didn't take accountability. And that's kind of just it. I don't think he needs therapy at all. I think he just feels wronged, and then that's pretty much it. And I feel like that statement is going to send him nuclear, bro. Oh, no.
140, this is 127k, 177, like 200.
Because you got to understand that, like, and he did acknowledge it, Mr. Pokey did start this, right? So that's why he feels that type of way. And, like, once again, guys, I think I'm being so fair right now. Does anybody here think I'm not being fair? Like, I am calling this shit right down the middle. Like, you know, I'm really trying to represent both sides here. But I feel like this was a crazy misplay. Like a crazy misplay. Let's keep going. One video 4 months ago versus a dozen since. Yeah, but you got to understand that one of them, the one video and as well as the call was unprovoked. The reactions to that were provoked. Like, for example, if some guy goes up and punches you in the face, you're like, what the fuck? But when you punch back, like, so when a random guy gets punched in the face, he has every opportunity to say, what the fuck? But when the guy hits the dude back in the mouth, that guy does not have the right to say, what the fuck? Because as that's what happens. When you get punched, you punch back. That is kind of how it goes. But Saint punched him back 10 times. Well, then you shouldn't have punched him to begin with. You can't go and attack somebody and then be upset when they attack back. You don't get to, it's not this whole, you punched me in the face for 10 power, so I only get a 10 power punch back. It's like, you kind of reap what you sow, right? Because it's that person is, because they don't realize every time you go to punch someone unprovoked, that person might be a psychopath. And I'll be real, St. Totas is crazy as fuck. Okay? Like, St. Totas is crazy as fuck. So yeah. So you agree with Pokey? Yeah, sure. I think Saint's crazy, but I also think I'm crazy. Right? I also think Gotcha Smack's crazy. You know? Like, we are people to where if we feel wronged, we will shit on you forever. And that is just how that goes. That is just how that goes. Like, for example, Zajeff shit on me 4 years ago, and I still shit on him every single fucking day. Who here thinks I'm not justified for that? That guy sucks ass. And then 6 months ago, he goes live on Twitter and bro calls me a rapist. You telling me I should let that shit go? And bro never apologized. Bro never apologized. You were basing the things he said about you, say it was called a curlbot though. For sure. For sure. But you gotta understand, whether we want to admit it or not, that is going to affect Saint's career. That is going to affect Saint's money, right? And, you know, it's become a meme at this point. Like, even I call him a fucking bot, but that's because we're homies and I can talk to him that way. But you got to understand that that is going to fuck with his money and his career because people are going to discredit what he's trying to do as his hustle. So, like, that's why, you know, it's not up to me to tell someone whether to or whether not to be offended. So hopefully that makes sense.
250. I think it's around like 300,000 views. So he either needs therapy or he's doing it for money. And I don't think any of these options makes him look that good. In any case, the video is gone. But since bro is gonna farm anything anyways, go for it, right? This is where I wanna sort of come to a more personal talk with you. Because I know you're definitely gonna watch this, right? So that was like the context of why I'm making this video in the first place. It was like, it's just telling me this guy just never gonna let go. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that you're...
Oh, man.
Channel, right? Your purpose and content. I don't know if you find joy, but it might be pretty incredible for you to find joy in reveling in all these kind of like devs messed up, you know. Like, let's just take a look at this, right? I find it quite incredible that you can find joy in where this is the content that bro is cooking. And I think to myself, if this is the person you are, that
I feel so bad. And I know I told myself I would take my emotions out of this, but I feel so bad for Mr. Pokey because his own ego is fucking destroying him right now. And it sucks because his ego is fucking obliterating himself right now. And I don't know why he's so hesitant to just apologize truthfully and try to make things good and then go their separate ways. You know, because if they apologize and then they go their separate ways, then now if St. Tontas is still acting like that, then he's fucked. But in this, dude, St. Tontas is now 1,000,000% justified in everything he says and does.
the numerous videos I've made about me. Okay, never mind. Now that I look at it, yeah, I don't really know what this channel is about anymore.
I was like, look at how many videos he made about me. He scrolled all the way down and couldn't find another one. Wait, I need to play that again.
The numerous videos I've made about me. Okay.
There's one over there.
Never mind. Now that I look at it, yeah, I don't really know what this...
He literally can't find one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if people look into what Mr. Pokey's saying for like 5 seconds, it does not make him look good. Like, for real, they really need to get into a call. However, some people aren't comfortable with that. So you can't force anybody to do that. But, and I'll be real, I think, you know what, to be completely honest, I think at this point, it actually might be too cooked. I think it is unironically, at this point, way too fucking cooked. Like, straight up. It's that bad. It's that bad. There is no respect. There is pure animosity. The egos are so large. It is so cooked. That being said, as a viewer, man, I want to see that happen. Yeah, just for the cinema. Just for the cinema, I want to see that shit. That would be a 10,000 viewer stream minimum. 100%. Oh my God, the content would be crazy, bro. The content would be crazy.
Can derive joy from these type of content, catering to your audience. I'm not sure if you are trapped in a community that are essentially cruel bots, and you basically you almost have to continue this endless cycle of feeding into these kind of I guess gacha tribalists. But
the irony of that statement is insane. Because the exact same thing Saint Tontas does, Mr. Pokey does the exact same thing. Because that's why Mr. Pokey and Saint Tontas are so similar. That's why always they're two sides of the same coin. Right? Like Saint feeds into the Kurobots, Mr. Pokey feeds into the Hoyo shills. Right? And that's why, oh dude, this video is gonna get deleted 100%. There's no way it doesn't get deleted.
it's more like Kuro specifically, because bro mainly covers Water and Wage, right? I don't even know if you know that.
Mr. Pokey, as a guy that, dude, guys, how many times do I go live and I get told to fucking shit on Mr. Pokey? How many times do I get told to do that? Thousands of times. Thousands of times I get told this. Mr. Pokey, as a guy against everybody who is telling me to cut you off and not talk to you, just like you're being told the same thing, I mean this generally, bro. You and Saint need to get into a fucking call, try to make amends, put your egos to the side, and hopefully just go separate ways, right? That's the only way you get out of this. Because I'm trying so hard to be neutral. This is such a bad look.
A lot of people have something against you. That's crazy, right? Imagine not being liked by the peers in the community. I'm not sure if anyone has ever told you personally.
Oh no. What's he about to say?
I mean, you are not my friend, right? I feel like that is perfectly clear. There's no
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's fair.
way I'm gonna be friending this uncle that's gonna like, oh my god, this guy, right?
Fair.
You're not my friend.
Fair.
And I don't pretend that you are my friend.
Fair.
But there are a lot of people that
Completely fair.
does have a problem with you. And I feel sorry that you're sort of in this space where it's just gonna continue forth, because I know your ego is way too big to.
I actually don't think Saint Tontas is actually that hated. I would probably say I know maybe like 2 or 3 people. But also in the same vein, I actually know way more people that hate Mr. Pokey. But then again, I don't think that matters. To be complete, I do also think this is very ironic, and that's why I think it's so, because they really are two sides of the same coin. Yeah, they really are two sides of the same coin. And that's why Mr. Pokey can't be the guy to call out Saint for this, because he does all the same shit. I think that's the problem.
To step it down, right? And it's just gonna lead to this endless cycle of how this content is gonna be shaped up, like, for, I guess, as long as you want it to be enabled. I don't really have.
Do you regret that you got Pokey into Mythic? No. Guys, I got Pink into Mythic too. I don't regret it at all. At the end of the day, you guys got to understand, I don't give a fuck who I help. I just like helping people, even if they fuck me. I don't care. And once again, I would like to say, me and Mr. Pokey are good. We are. Me and Saint Tontas are good. I don't care. Now, me and Pink aren't good, but at the end of the day, I don't fucking care. Whether someone's making money or not, who cares? Yeah. So you're just a cuck? No. Nah. I just don't really give a fuck. I just like helping people. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Yep.
Have anything else to say? And I said the exact same thing I said 4 months ago when we had our last conversation, right?
Are you actually good with Pokey? Yeah, sure, why not? Like, don't get me wrong, I feel slighted, sure, but like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's whatever. I feel like it just never really got that deep between us. It was more like really bad between our communities, but between me and Mr. Pokey on a personal level, it really didn't get that deep. So yeah, I'm really not one to, I mean, guys, you understand, I stayed in a marriage I didn't want to be in for 8 fucking years, right? I'm just not really a guy to like cut things off because things get a little muddied. You know, I'm like, I'm just not like that. Yeah, I'm just not like that. Are you actually good, or is it like MTash was good where you were saying it just to protect him? I can see how that's a problem where I have lied about being good with a lot of people that I wasn't with to protect them. Because I did say the same thing about my exes. I would like to say, being completely real, I have a little bit of resentment towards Mr. Pokey. But other than that, I would say I am good. Like legit, I am good with him. We are good. I even literally talked to him the other day about how we need to play some variety together. To be completely honest. Nah, I don't believe you. Well then, okay. Well then you can do whatever you want. I can only tell, and that's my fault, and that's my fault for trying to protect too many people. I can understand where my community may not believe me now when I say I'm good with somebody. I completely understand. I can only tell you, it's hard. I understand. I fully accept the result of my own actions that I have lied about being good with too many people to where you guys might take that with a grain of salt. And to be honest, it's not really my responsibility at this point. I think I fucked up for too long, and that's my fault. And I need to stop protecting people that don't deserve protection. And so I understand y'all's distrust, and I fully accept that. That's a result of my own actions, and I completely own that, and I apologize for doing that. But I just think I have a soft spot for people who maybe I shouldn't have a soft spot for far too long. But yeah, I totally take accountability for that.
I wish you nothing but happiness. I wish you nothing but success. From content creator,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
content creator, you know, as long as you're, at the end of the day, if you're getting a bag, you're getting a bag. Say whatever you want to say. Make like 100 videos about me, 1,000 videos about me. As long as you're getting a bag and paying the bills, you know, and basically...
Can I tell you something that you guys may not believe? I actually don't like confrontation. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I actually don't like confrontation. And I think that's what leads me to forgiving people who have slighted me. Because if you notice, and this is the truth, you can look that up. Guys, what do I say every single time there's drama? I had to take a PED. Every single time I get involved in a confrontation, I do take anxiety meds. I actually don't like it. Straight up. Straight up. I don't like it at all. It's the truth. You can look into that. Look into that for yourself. But that is what leads me to forgiving people so much, is because I don't like the feeling of being angry at someone until it's too far gone. And then once it's become too far gone, I become obsessive over it. Because once I get to that point of being like past the point of return, I become a demon towards you and I will rip you apart every single day forever. But I don't like getting to that point. I don't like getting that point.
Supporting yourself as an individual, do it. Right? And I genuinely wish you nothing but happiness and success. I'm not gonna...
But I am a drama farmer, absolutely, because I think it's hilarious. And I'm greatly enjoying myself in this video. However, I am trying to at least provide good feedback on both sides in the situation.
Engage with you. I've tried to get you to, you know, just stop communicating me and all that kind of stuff. It clearly doesn't work. Goodbye, Tectone React. At this point, going forward, for all of my streams and all of my channels, content, and whatever kind of stuff, you know, I know I'm still gonna be living your head rent-free, right? You basically need me at this point. I'll be damn surprised if within 1 month you don't post another video more. So I know that you need me. It's a little bit sad, but
that's just like not the truth. Like that's just not true.
just know that this is the final treat, right? This is the goodbye. There's nothing else I can say. There's nothing else I will say. You just can't reason with people like this, you know? So I didn't really like structure it that well because I don't even think this was worth my time making a script for. Oh, wait, which kind of reminds me suddenly, I just remembered, right? Do you guys remember the Tectone video? The Tectone video about the whole, you know, the moral compass, the hypocrisy thing and everything, right? That one actually deserved my attention. I wanted to jot down my thoughts. I wanted to say how I feel. And I had a whole ass thing going for it. And I still removed that video, right? And the reason why is because saying tone deaf doesn't matter to me. But Tectone did, and Tectone still does. In fact, we're still talking. The reason why
I honestly plan on playing variety with Mr. Pokey very soon, to be completely honest.
removed that video is not because
I really am in my arc where I really don't want to have enemies. I really just don't. I do think we need to work on Mr. Pokey's ego a little bit. I think we can acknowledge over this past year, I have worked on my ego every single fucking day. I think we can all acknowledge that. Right? I have been working on myself non-fucking stop. I feel like I'm a lot more calm, a lot more reasonable. My ego has dropped dramatically, like legit. And I think the reason why that is because I'm genuinely happy. And I think I owe a lot of that to my girlfriend because she makes me just see the world in a much brighter, more positive way than I ever thought it could be. And I've never really had a partner this good before. So that makes me just happy to live life every single fucking day. And it makes me emotional, I think, because I love her so much. But I think I just needed someone to show me that good side. So shout outs to your mother. Anyways, let's keep going here.
of the fact that, the C6 article, which, he publicly apologized for the
ego. See that? Hey, ego down. Apologize immediately. When I find out I hurt somebody, I will apologize immediately. Every single fucking time. Of course. Why wouldn't I? If I hurt my homie's feelings, intentionally or unintentionally, I will always try to make sure they're okay. Chat, real talk. Do I look fucking gay in this tank top, or do I look like I'm masculine and I've embraced how fucking good I look in these colors? I look gay? Hell yeah, bro. Would you fuck me?
don't deserve views. And I'm also gonna have a public apology, Tectone. I'm so sorry that I said you C6 article.
I appreciate that.
Whether or not that was the point of the video I'm trying to make is misinformation.
I appreciate that.
And I do apologize to you. Right?
I appreciate that.
Very, really. Right? That's my bad. 100% I should have fact check. And I also accept Tectone's apology where he said, he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have said that I don't deserve
I felt weird about this apology at first, and then I got the context, and it makes sense.
views. He should have said that,
Because Mr. Pokey really wants our communities to get along. Yeah, he does. But here's the thing. It's never going to happen. We'll see. We'll see during Variety. We'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Mr. Dookies being thrown around.
you should have been placing your moral, literally moral compass over your person. And I accept it, right? But the thing with Sendondas is there will never come to a resolution like this for this person because it will never end. If something is there for bro to farm, he is gonna farm. Just yesterday night, he was
Yeah, I think there may have been a chance that my community might have been cool with it, but I feel like this video is just like, I feel like this video is just really bad. Yeah.
crashing out on Gen Z for I don't even know what fucking reason, by the way. I tried to ask him, why did you crash on Gen Z? I asked Gen Z basically, why did you crash? He doesn't even know. And it's the most random crash out ever. And I don't think it's the first time that you did against other content creators. There are multiple other people that I think you had a similar experience from. And at some point, if you smell like shit, it might be because the place around you, they are shit, right? But if you move to another place and you still smell like shit, you might want to check your shoe. This is my final goodbye, right? This is my
W. Jenner.
Yeah, but ain't that the same thing that happened with you, though? But ain't that the same thing that happened to you, though? I just feel like we probably should. I feel like that's a misplay, bro. I feel like that's a misplay.
final goodbye. I don't know who is bro gonna crash out on next. It might be Gen Z, it might be, another content creator in Water Waves. I just wish them all the best, but I'm done, right? I'm done. This is my goodbye. This is my goodbye. I hope that nothing crazy happens between the two of them. So I don't even know what's going on over there. But with that, we come to the end of this video. I'm back to enjoying Epic 7, Honky Starbucks. Thanks for being here. All of my hate viewers, all of my Saint-Tones viewers, and my own viewers. Thank you guys so much. And yep. Word of the day is goodbye.
I want to see Santontas versus Gotcha Smack. How's the video being received?
W. Jenner.
Fuck. Ooh. 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 His comments are on his side, though. We will see. We will see. Yeah, no, I agree. Mr. Pokey says 75% is pretty good. I agree. If this was 50, it'd be super bad. Hey, Mr. Pokey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think this video is gonna create a demon. And I know maybe you don't care, but I'm just letting you know This video is going to piss him off so bad. I want you to know, whatever God, and you know what's crazy, it'll prove my point. I'm staying out of it. Yeah. Hey, we will see where the cards fall. I feel like bro's about to get so mad. Oh man. Well, who knows?